Hello world, welcome back to cybercreed. So I have been basically been using this MacBook M1 Pro for quite a while, and I think it's time to upgrade. Because let me tell you the reason why I will be upgrading. So this is my first ever introduction to my Mac. So this is my MacBook M1 Air, which I basically upgraded just because of the limitation of the RAM. On this I just bought it the base variant. It was just 8 gigs of RAM, 256 GB storage. So just within a span of 3 to 4 months, I have to basically upgrade this to this MacBook Pro. So now, after using this M1 Pro, it has been a fantastic beast of a laptop, but now it's reaching its limits. So this is reaching its limits because I use multiple Docker containers, multiple different IDs, multiple different codes running simultaneously at a single time. So that's why it lags sometime. And even when I am powering this on, it basically hangs in the browser. Like while I type something, and it may be the fault of the browser. I basically use the Brave browser. Sometimes the browser even crashes. So which have started happening frequently. And remember, this is happening because there are multiple applications that are already running, and the RAM utilization is always either in red or in orange. So these were the circumstances which I thought that I need to upgrade. And with the launch of this M4 Pro, which was extremely fast, and now also we get increased amount of RAM as compared to our previous generations, and without paying any extra money. So I thought, why not go for it? So now I will be upgrading this MacBook M1 Pro to M4 Pro. So let's do a quick research to see and find which M4 Pro will be suited best for me. So after doing some research, I basically figured out that the best MacBook for me will be M4 Pro. Just upgraded version of this, but this time I will be upgrading it to the 16 gigs of RAM, just because 14-inch while doing some coding task it becomes very small. It's basically very small. I have to basically use my monitor, which in upcoming winter I will be mostly working from bed, so I will be using the monitor. So I have to basically get a bigger screen, and also it's way better while watching movies or watching any study materials. You can watch in one side and then basically apply it on other. So I will be going with M4 Pro with 16-inch and 48 gigs of RAM. Yes, the default RAM was just 24, but I upgraded it to 48 just because 16 gigs of the RAM on this laptop was like sometime laggy. So I just wanted to future proof, even though the 24 GB of RAM would have been good, but I just wanted to push it limit because I will be using it for more time, and I will be using the space black color, which I have been waiting for quite a bit. And also I have basically increased the storage from 512, this was 512 to 1 terabyte, because this MacBook Air have the storage of 256, which was very troublesome for me. So then I simply upgraded it to the M4 Pro, which basically came with 512. But even though it comes with 512, I hit the limitation because I have to run the virtual box of different virtual machines. So I do kind of heavy tasks, and that's why storing those things inside this MacBook gets complicated. I have to erase something, I have to do the cleanup. So one thing I figured out that here is a SD card slot here. So what we can also do is we can buy a SD card, and Transcend is basically providing us a specific crafted SD card for just this purpose. So we will get it, and you can simply buy it from Amazon or any place there, and you can basically insert into your laptop and increase its limit. And though it's not going to be as powerful as the SSDs or external SSD that you are going to carry, but it is going to be powerful enough, and that will be cheapest way to upgrade the storage. And you can basically run games inside Mac. Yes, it sounds stupid, but yes, you can basically download games and run it into the softwares like Parallels, or even your virtual machine can run on that SD card without any problem and without any limitation of your PC. And also running games on the crossover will not be affected, just the loading time will be affected, but everything will be sorted with that particular SD card. So I am thinking of getting one of those. So let's wait for our Mac to arrive. So now the MacBook have arrived, and we are going to pick it up from Apple stores in Saket. So let's go and pick it up.
I'm really feeling excited to see and get my new laptop. Let's see how does it goes and how well does it performs as compared to my old MacBook, and even if it's worth buying it or not, which I'm expecting it to be. Seeing this mountain, this is the popular Delhi mountain made out of just the waste material. Have a closer look. So we are just 2 minutes away from our target, that is Apple Arcade in Delhi. So let's try to get into the mall and see how are we presented with the Apple Store, because for me this was the first time visiting Apple Store in India. Finally, we are inside the Saket, and this is the DLF Mall. Let's try to find the Apple Store. I see quite a huge traffic. This is the pickup zone. This is the first time I will be doing the pickup from here. You can see the Apple logo. Though they have stopped sending the stickers, but who cares? This is the entire store, and the point we are interested in is the pickup one. So let's go. So I'm waiting. Pickup. So let's see how much time it's going to take. So it basically took roughly around 2 to 3 minutes, and after that I was called and I have to basically submit my Aadhaar card, PAN card or whatever details that you have, as well as you have to show the QR code that you get on the email or as well as on the message or on the Apple website, so you can show that. And after waiting for 10 minutes after that process, I was receiving my Mac, because the Mac was basically kept underground because of low space that we can already see. So then she checked that this was a Mac for me, and then I was just waiting for it to be received. So now after a long time the wait was finally going to end here. I was going to open up and do the unboxing here itself, just removing the pill. And it's always so satisfying to just open the seal of Apple. And yes, this box was feeling quite heavy in hand. I think the most of the weight was of the box itself. But now as I was lifting it up, I just wanted to smell, because the new Apple product smells so good. And now this is the first time of me wrapping and cleaning it up in such a good manner that even the plastic don't get affected. And yes, I was just checking if the Apple is basically getting sticky or not. It's picking up fingerprint or not, but for me, I don't have the oily skin, so it was not picking it up.
So now I'm just looking up the Mac, checking its weight, if it's heavy, if it can be used by one-handed, and yes, it was actually able to be used one-handed, but not as good as my 14-inch because it's of course heavy. And this is a black cable that they are doing color matching. And again, this are some of the wrapper box with exactly no stickers of Apple inside it, and this is a 140 watt adapter with the black cable, which is the MagSafe. So now it's time to basically do some more checking and digging on the Apple Store. So these are the places where the Apple Macs were kept, and this is the time where I try to take away the Final Cut Pro as well as Affinity Photo from the Apple Store by just airdropping it. So let's see. So I've already started the airdrop silently and stealthily. Let's see. So now I'm finally back home with this new M4 Pro, and this is the box which you have already seen. So let me just quickly open this once more inside my home, though I have basically kept my laptop outside, but let's just quickly remove this all things. So this again comes with no stickers. Mac is preventing environment by saving the stickers. This is 145 watt brick adapter. Yeah, 140 watt, which we can basically use to charge our Mac, but we will be relying on this color matching black colored cable of MagSafe. Yeah, the size is quite good. Now let's keep this box aside and let's play with our Mac a bit. And first let me try to open a Final Cut software that I basically airdropped as well as the Affinity Photo, and let's see if it works fine or not. So let me use it. Yes, so this Affinity Designer is working perfectly fine because this software are one-time purchase, and Apple basically put it inside the Mac store, and then yeah, it's for lifetime for them, so we can airdrop it and take this. I don't know how ethical is that, but yeah, that can be done. So I think that is it for this video. I'll be doing a rigorous testing on this laptop. I will have to do the setup. I will be doing the setup using dot files that I have of my own into my GitHub, and then we are going to be okay with this laptop, and upcoming videos are going to be edited and filmed on this. And yeah, for filming I'm using basically iPhone 16 Pro Max, so everything that you saw today was filmed by iPhone 16 Pro Max that is running on developer beta version. Yes,